One of the primary benefits of using a spreadsheet application is the ability to have the computer help a user make decisions. You're looking at a spreadsheet of my 2014 cookie sales breakdown for the Girl Scout troop that I lead. In column A, you'll notice that I have the list of Girl Scouts. And in column J, you'll notice that I have a totals for total boxes sold by each Girl Scout. And then from B through I have a breakdown of each type of cookie and how much they sold in each of those individual categories for cookies. Let's assume for a minute that I'd like to find out which girls sold 150 or more boxes of cookies during the course of the 2014 cookie sale. So what I can do is I can use conditional formatting to easily identify for me which girls meet that criteria. The first thing you want to do once you've identified what you want to know is select the cell range that contains the information you're looking for. So in this case, the cell range is J3 through J12. Now there are two ways to launch conditional formatting. You can either go up to your toolbar and click on the fill color button, which you can see by the paint can icon, and click on conditional formatting. Or when the cell range is selected, you can right-click on the cell range and in the shortcut menu, choose conditional formatting. Now, once you select conditional formatting, it will bring up the conditional formatting rules pane on the right-hand side of your screen. Because I have already selected the cell range that I want to apply the condition to, it pre-fills to that range J3 through J12 in the top box. Then you have to decide what is it that you want to know and how do you want to format the cells. If you click on the drop-down box underneath Format Cells, you'll notice there's a whole list of options in which you can utilize to set the condition. In this case, I want to know which Girl Scouts sold 150 or more boxes of cookies. So I will click on greater than or equal to, and then a box will open up beneath that says, what is the value you're looking for? I'm looking for the value of 150, so I'll pre-fill that in the box. Now you'll notice as I'm working over here in the task pane, it's also modifying in the spreadsheet itself. Then you can use one of the default formatting styles if you want to do this in a real quick manner, or you can choose to customize it yourself by using one of the font styles, changing the text color, or changing the cell color. I'm going to just change the cell color to magenta, and it will quickly identify for me the two Girl Scouts who match that criteria. I'm going to hit done, and you'll see the criteria will then show up in the task pane under conditional formatting rules. If I look in the spreadsheet, I can identify that Madison B and Taylor J met that criteria of 150 or more boxes sold. A nice thing about using conditional formatting is that you can apply more than one condition to the same cell range. So although I already have the condition set on J3 through J12, in the task pane, you'll see that there's an option to add another rule. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to ask it to quickly identify for me which girls sold 100 boxes or less. So I'll choose less than or equal to 100 and give this a little bit different color so it's easy to identify from the magenta, and hit done. And all the rules that I apply will still continue to show up under the Format Rules pane. But in the spreadsheet itself, you'll see that it's easy to identify based on the colors who sold less than 100 or 100 or less and who sold 150 or more. A huge benefit of applying a conditional format to a cell range is that if data is changed in the spreadsheet, then the conditional format will automatically update. So you'll notice here that Nora sold really close to 150 boxes of cookies. She sold 134 boxes of cookies. So let's say that there was a typo and Nora didn't actually sell 2 boxes of peanut butter sandwiches. She sold 20 boxes of peanut butter sandwiches. So if I change the value in I9 to 20, you'll notice that it will automatically reformat cell J9 with the magenta coloring, because changing cell I9 pushed Nora over the 150 or more boxes of cookies, and she then qualifies to be colored magenta. Now, these are all values. They're numbers, so they're values in the spreadsheet. And you can apply, obviously, the conditional formatting to values, but you can also apply the conditional formatting to labels, labels being your text. So I have the Girl Scouts names in cells A3 through A12. I'm going to go select that. And I'm going to easily identify the tailors in my group. So I'm going to right click, open up the conditional formatting pane, and I'm going to add a conditional formatting that says if the value contains the word tailor, I want it to shade the cell green. And I'm going to hit done, and you'll notice that my two tailors are identified by the green coloring in the cell. So you can apply that conditional formatting both to values, numbers, and labels, words. You just have to make sure that you choose the correct option as far as how are you going to format it, or what are you specifically looking for. Now you can leave the conditional formatting on there, but sometimes you don't want it left on there perpetually. So if you want to delete it, you'll select the same cell range that it's applied to. You'll notice in the conditional formatting rules, there's an option just to the right of that particular rule with the trash can. You can click on the trash can. It'll clear that rule. And my tailors formatting will go back to the normal white formatting, and it deleted the green format. I hope this is helpful on your assignment. Good luck.